Rise and shine, superstars. It's your favorite light coach MB. And today is a great day to be alive. Why? Because you are still here. So stop what you're doing, comment below, and scream at the top of your lungs. Come through if you are thankful that God woke you up this morning, because gratitude is what? The absolute best way to start each and every day. And if for some reason you're not thankful today, just sit down and figure out why you're still here. Figure out what your purpose is today, because your life is still operating for a reason. You're still breathing for a reason. You still have life in your body for a reason. Whatever you're going through, it won't last. So don't make a permanent decision based off of a temporary situation. Yo, oh, I'm hyped. It's a great day. Not because it's Friday. It's a great day. Let's grow. It's a great day because you're still alive. It's a great day because you have another opportunity to go out there and become the best version of yourself. It's a great day because God gave you another chance to do what he sent you here to do. So if you don't know what it is yet, today is a great day to figure it out. And if you do know what it is, if you do have a goal, if you do have a purpose, then today is the best day for you to start walking towards that purpose, for you to start running towards that goal, for you to start chasing the life of your dreams. Brian Tracy has a quote, expect the best. Whatever you expect with confidence becomes your self-fulfilling prophecy. Are you guys getting the theme here? Are you seeing what's happening this week? This whole week, we've been focusing on mastering our mindset and focusing on our future. It's all about the mindset. If you haven't seen any of the videos this week, go back and watch them, because your mind is what's going to direct you to the life of your dreams. Proverbs 23:7. As a man thinketh in his heart, aka what you believe, so is he. Expect the best of yourself. How are you? Are you pleased? Are you pleased with where you are right now as it pertains to your life, your goals, and what you want to accomplish this year? If you woke up and tomorrow was December 31st and it's 9:30 p.m. and you're looking back over your entire year, what would you see? What do you expect to see when this day comes? Imagine that. You wake up, it's December 31st, it's 9:30 p.m., and now you're going back and you're reassessing your entire year. What was your goal for this year, or goals? And what did you do to reach them? Did you accomplish them? If you looked at your actions now, would what you're doing now be able to be multiplied over the rest of the year and you be able to achieve your goal? Or would doing what you're doing now have you fall short when December 31st comes? Expect the best of yourself, not all these other people. Put the expectations on yourself. See, a lot of times people want to say, oh, I don't expect too much from other people. That way, they won't ever let me down. But the truth is, you should have expectations of other people, especially the people that are close to you, your friends, your family, is the one you love. You should have expectations, because your expectations are your standard. It's the standard for what you want and how you want to be treated. And if you don't have expectations, you basically giving people permission to do whatever they want. And then you say, oh, it's okay, I didn't expect anything anyways. You have to have expectations. And you have to have expectations for yourself. What is your goal? Are you going to be disciplined enough to reach your goal? Are you going to be committed enough to doing the right things to reach your goal? Are you going to be consistent enough with doing the right things to reach your goals? And are you going to set a standard to limit all of the distractions and the other things that don't serve your end goal? Because that's how you're going to get there. You're not going to get there welcoming all of these things that everybody else wants to do with you. You got to be focused. And if whatever it is that you want doesn't help you, like it doesn't make you tune in and be focused, then you might need to figure out another goal. Or you need to figure out another why you want that, because your why is not big enough. Expect the best. If you're going to put expectations on other people, don't get it twisted. You can't put expectations on other people and then not put expectations on yourself. And when you do put those expectations on yourself, you got to level up. Whatever you set as an expectation for other people, you have to up your standard for yourself. The expectations you place on yourself to stay committed and hit your goals should be far more greater than what you expect from other people and what other people expect from you. Don't let somebody else have expectations for you that you don't even have for yourself. because you're not going to get where you're trying to go. You got to be focused. You got to stay committed. You got to see the end game and go after it. You got to hunt it down. You got to chase it. And don't let yourself off the hook. See, a lot of times we want to set a goal and then we want to find an accountability partner and put the pressure on them to make them hold you accountable for the goal that you set for yourself. Hold yourself accountable. It's called self-accountability. It is a self-goal. It is your vision. Hold yourself accountable. You don't go to a restaurant, look at the menu, find exactly what you want, order it, and then hand it to somebody else and say, hey, eat this, enjoy it, and let me know how it was. So don't do that in your life. Don't see what you want in your future, then place the order and say, this is my goal, I'm going to go get it, and then hand it off to somebody else and say, hey, I need you to hold me accountable because this is what I want, but I just need you to tell me to make sure I do what it is. No, because you don't really want it. Or the why for wanting it isn't big enough for you to wake up every single day and do whatever it takes for you to make sure that that day you were successful and you have more successes than failures so that you could achieve the goal that you want to achieve. Because the end of the year is going to get here before you know it. It does every single year. How many times do you wake up at the end of the year and you say, God, this year is going by fast? You're already saying it now and we're still in the first quarter. So what are you doing now in this quarter that you need to stop doing and need to start focusing on so that when you get to that last quarter, when you get to the last day of the year, you can look back and say, well done. I'm proud of you. You did exactly what you needed to do. You showed up every day. You stayed committed. And now look at us. The goal that we accomplished was all because of your effort, of your discipline, of your self-accountability, of your consistency, of your positive self-talk, of your possibility thinking, of your optimism, of your taking the opportunities out of the obstacles, of your taking the advantages out of the adversity. You did that. And if you can't look at yourself right now and say that, then you got to step it up. You got to show up to win. You still have advantage here. You still have time to change, but you gotta stop wasting time. You gotta stop letting yourself off the hook and saying, oh, I'll get to it tomorrow. Oh, I'll get to it next week. Because you don't know if next week or tomorrow is gonna come for you. It didn't come for several people today. Several 100,000 people didn't make it to their tomorrow. Because when you keep letting yourself off the hook like that, guess what? It only leads to letdown. And you already know this. You know it leads to letdown. You've been down this road so many times. You're so familiar with letdown of yourself that you know the potholes, the street signs, the stop signs, the street lights. Like you know every single thing. You know when the armadillo is going to come out and if the deer is coming this morning or not. That's how many times you've been down the road of letdown. But this year is your year. This year is the year for you to win. But you got to hold yourself accountable. If you can't ever do that, I hate to break it to you, you're not going to win. You're going to stay where you are and you're going to keep letting the years pass you by and wonder, dang, man, why didn't I just start when I felt like it? See, the energy that you have now is still kind of fresh. We're not quite out the first quarter yet. So everything that you set for yourself at the beginning of the year, you still have a little bit of that fire left. But once the emotions die down, is the consistency going to stay? Is the commitment, like, are you holding on to it tight enough that it doesn't matter how you feel when you wake up? It doesn't matter how you feel before you go to bed. Whatever it takes is whatever it takes, and that's what you're going to do. If it's not, then you need to have a talk, like right now, in the mirror with yourself and say, hey, we got to get it together. We need a, hey, coach, we need a full, half, whatever you need to take. Because you have to set the standard. You have to expect the best of yourself. Don't let other people expect certain things from you. You be the standard setter. Expect the best of yourself. So that when you show up at the end of the year, when you show up to the end of this game, you can hold your trophy up and say, I did that. And guess what's even sweeter? Every time you set a goal, now you have a goal, right? You have an end of the year goal, but you better have some little goals in between, because having an end of the year goal and nothing to help you keep track of what you're doing, it's easy for you to fall off. It's easy for you to let things go. It's easy for you to get distracted. It's easy for you to lose sight of where you are and how you're progressing. That's why, everybody does it. School does it. You got progress reports. You got end of the year reports. You got 9 weeks, whatever. Jobs do it. You got annual, quarterly, semi-quarterly, all of these different assessments where you got to go in and sit with your supervisor, see what your progress is like, and what you need to change and implement for the rest of the year. So that same standard that all of these major corporations are using to maintain a level of success with their company, and all of these schools are using to help students maintain a level of success with them, you have to use that to maintain a level of success for you in achieving your goal and your life dream. 3 to 5 years from now, you should want to be somewhere. But guess what? You got to set a goal for next week to hit, for next month to hit, for the next 3 months to hit, for the end of this year to hit. And every time you get there, you can check it off. You're going to increase your confidence. That thought of possibility is going to increase. And you're like, it is possible. Okay, it really is possible. And that's going to be your momentum. That's what's going to get you flowing into the end of the year. Because what you start off with is emotions. It's excitement. It's fresh. It's new. But when you walk out of those emotions, do you still have that same energy? Do you still have that same mindset? Do you still have that same go-get-it mentality? Or do you leave that back there when those emotions die down, when you're not in the environment of let's go? Expect the best and nothing less, because this is your year to win. Now you go out there and get it. And if you don't remember anything else that I just said today, I need you to go back to today's tape. I need you to go back to yesterday's, Wednesdays, Tuesdays, Mondays, Sundays, and you got to show up tomorrow, because it's about the mind. The mind is your rudder, and wherever direction is pointing in, that's where you're going to end up. So you need to keep track of where your mind is pointing. What are you focused on? What are your beliefs? What are you thinking in your heart? Because if you don't know where you're going, you're going to end up somewhere, but it's not going to be exactly where you want it to be. So let's go. Let's go. It's a great day to be alive. It's a great day to be great, and it's a great day to find the greatness in you. Now go out there and live the greatest day of your life.